All right, apparently Detroit Pistons, obviously, if you haven't heard, now you're about to hear, traded Marvin Bagley, uh, Isaiah Livers, and for Mike Muscala and Danilo Gallinari. Okay. Uh, so the Pistons now reportedly have $64 million in cap space. So obviously, when I broke down the trade, when we were talking about it on when I went live about it, it's a salary trade. Muscala can shoot, Ganali can shoot. You know, I guess when they get more time than they're getting right now. But they both are gonna create more cap space. So they're both gonna create more cap space, 64 next summer. That's probably enough for what a max contract and a 14, $15 million player. But the problem that a lot of people got is who gonna be willingly coming to Detroit. You know, it's just gonna be somebody that's looking to get money. That's it. This is gonna be looking for somebody just be looking to make some money, and that's about it. So, you know, if you force trade somebody to come to Detroit, they just gonna be looking to get money. What happened when Jeremy Grant came here? He came to Detroit in a situation which it looked like in hindsight he could have won a championship, but he wanted to come here and show that he could be a primary scoring option. So he came here to prove that he could be a primary scoring option. He didn't care about winning. You know, you hear rumors about, well, you know, this team want to trade for him, this contender, but he's going to have to go back to what he was doing in Denver, paraphrasing. He was like, nah, I ain't want to do that. You know, that's what he said. No, nope, 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 nope. That ain't what I want to do. I want to score the basketball. So, uh, I mean, those are the guys that you're going to attract. Guys that's gonna come here and try to get their stats and keep it moving. That's who you're gonna get. You know, they hear about the organization, players talk. You hear what Nerlens Noel said. He said, man, great group of guys, but the front office and the coaching staff, you know, they was trash. So, and you think people around the world, you know, people already around, you know, basketball, don't, but you know, they ain't already sensing that or believing that. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So people already go, no, Monty don't care. You got a guy in the front office who don't know what he's doing, never did the job before. You got an owner that's willy-nilly, don't care. So what type of people they gonna track? They going to trade for people to come here that other people don't want and try to make a whole bunch of misfits fit. And they gonna try he probably gonna try to recreate what Joe Dumars did with the going to work piss. It's not gonna work. I told y'all before they add anybody from this team, they need to get on the same page. Now there was a rumor. I think I read it somewhere that they did have a meeting. And I meant to talk about that. I don't know if I can find out where I seen that at. Let's see if we can pull it up. Hold on. And in the meeting, Monty Williams, I'm coming back. Monty Williams kind of admitted that he hadn't like really. Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna talk about this in another video. But he admitted that it's on him why you haven't seen Jaden Ivey play with the ball more, play on ball more. He said, I have to eat that, and I have to admit that I have to eat that. So at least they taking accountability. All right. So it's funny because I have forgot all about that, and I don't put stuff in my notes. I got so much going on, I literally forgot all about that. So, be a good video to get to at some point in the near future. So, so at the end of the day, at least they're admitting some wrong here. At least they're admitting some wrong. So I can dig that. I can dig that. I really can. But at the same time, you got to understand they have to get the program together. They have to get this cleaned up in a uniform. They got to get rid of the bad apples, which they got to cut rid of Marvin Bagley. That's a start. Now, maybe it may open up for James Wiseman, and you hope it does. But it's some other bad apples they got to get out of here, which I don't really need to name. I've been saying them forever. All right. You know, so at the end of the day, if they able to clean up what they got going on internal and everybody able to get on this and on the right page and put their prize together, which that's pretty hard. The older a man get, the more honorary they are, the more they hate to admit that they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue. But if they can, when you losing like this, maybe they can admit they wrong now and they can work together and they can build something great. But the odds tell us that ain't gonna happen. So whoever they bring into the situation, it got to be cleaned up. It has to be cleaned up. Because anything you bring into this situation is gonna be toxic until you do clean it up. And some of this stuff they ain't gonna be able to be repaired or be salvaged. So at the end of the day, they got to get it together internally and then roster wise. So they going out here with all this money, but don't nobody got no desire to come to Detroit to begin with. Just the perception of the city of Detroit. Then you add a losing franchise to it. Like, who want to tie their career to a losing franchise? Ain't no Nike or Adidas gonna sponsor you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get a whole bunch of commercials here. You ain't gonna make no all-star teams here. You're gonna be forgotten about. And not like you losing to LA and everybody get to see it. At least you waking up to perfect weather damn near all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not a vacation destination spot. So they got to get it. They got to get it together. And if they are going to get somebody to come here and perform here, it sounds like it's going to be via trade or via overpaying the guy to come here. And he gonna come here for stats and just to get his money. And that's what it's gonna boil down to. He gonna come here to get his stats and get his bread. That's it. His stats and his bread. So but that is what it is. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere there. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.